Chosen One, don't swipe this away with your thumb. You thought they got away with what they did to you, didn't you? Let me tell you, the universe was waiting for the perfect moment to act in your life. That moment is today. I am commanding you in the name of the Most High. Do not move away from this message. No earthly force pushed this to your screen. Heaven has completely intercepted your timeline today. If you skip this warning, you will forfeit the exact miracle you have been crying out for. Stay right here. You need to listen closely, because the spiritual realm is shifting around you. That vicious trap they meticulously built to destroy your reputation just imploded. It completely swallowed them whole. And right now they are frantically trying to hide their downfall from you. They thought they had buried you forever, but heaven watched every single move. I am going to reveal the 3 divine seals that have been holding back your destiny. The first seal will explain the exact reason why they targeted you. The second seal will show you the massive wealth transfer coming your way. But the third seal is a divine acceleration code that they desperately tried to keep hidden. You must watch until the very end. Do not let the enemy distract you today. Before I expose their total destruction, I need to speak to your weary soul. I know exactly how many nights you cried yourself to sleep. You have been waking up at 3 in the morning with a racing heart. You stare at the ceiling while carrying the weight of the entire world on your shoulders, and you feel completely drained. If you have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, tap the like button to release it here. That heavy and restless feeling in your chest is not ordinary anxiety. You are not losing your mind, and you did absolutely nothing wrong. What you are feeling is a supernatural shift in the unseen realm. The exhaustion that makes you want to hide from everyone is a physical reaction to a brutal spiritual war. Angels are fighting fiercely for you. You gave them your pure heart. You sacrificed your own peace to help them when they were broken. And in return, they smiled at you while plotting your downfall behind closed doors. They spread vicious lies to turn people against you. They wanted you isolated. But heaven kept a strict record of every single tear you shed in silence. You are seen today. You thought heaven had forgotten your address, and you wondered why a person you trusted would betray you so deeply. But wipe your tears right now, because their curse has just been violently reversed. The universe was simply waiting for the perfect moment to drop the hammer. Your season of silent suffering is officially over. They walked away laughing while you felt like you lost absolutely everything. What they did not see was the massive karmic wall they were walking straight into. I need you to take a deep breath right now. Anchor your spirit to my voice, because the exact trap they set to ruin your finances and your mind has become their eternal prison. Do not look away. Listen to me very carefully right now. Do not scroll past this next sentence. You are absolutely not crazy. Every single instinct you had about them trying to sabotage your life was completely correct. You felt the shift in their energy long before they ever made a move. You sensed the hidden malice behind their fake smiles. You still chose to see the good in them. You gave them a seat at your table. You poured your precious energy into healing their wounds, and while you were busy lifting them up, they were quietly digging a grave for your reputation. The pain cut so deep because the knife was held by someone you trusted. It was not a stranger who broke your heart. It was the very person you defended when others warned you about them. Stay with me, Chosen One. I need to reveal something you have sensed but never fully understood. That sudden crushing fatigue you experienced last week is deeply connected to their dark agenda. But that heavy tightness in your chest was actually a spiritual alarm bell. I will explain exactly how their toxic energy caused your physical pain in just a moment. They painted you as the villain to hide their own guilt. They turned mutual friends against you with fabricated stories. and suddenly you found yourself standing completely alone in the dark. You started questioning your own reality. You wondered if you were truly the toxic one, like they claimed, but heaven knows the absolute truth about your pure intentions. They could never understand your light. You carry a royal bloodline in the spiritual realm. You are a cycle breaker meant to tear down generational curses. The darkness inside them recognized your immense power, and it was terrified. They did not attack you because you were weak. They targeted you because your anointing is incredibly dangerous to their hidden matrix. You are carrying a forbidden spiritual DNA. Do not let your mind wander for even a second. The veil is thinning as you hear my voice. Heaven wants you to stop carrying the heavy burden of their toxic choices. You kept trying to fix people who were secretly committed to misunderstanding you. You exhausted yourself, trying to prove your loyalty to those who only wanted to consume your light. It is time to drop that heavy cross today. They smiled at you while holding the knife. They celebrated your small victories but secretly prayed for your absolute destruction. It is a terrifying realization when the mask finally slips off. But I need you to understand that you did not fail them. Your love was genuine and your loyalty was real. They were simply incapable of receiving the massive blessing that you represent. Take a deep breath and let this sink into your weary spirit. I know you feel broken and deeply scarred by this betrayal. But what if I told you that their vicious attack was not a punishment at all? What if heaven orchestrated this exact betrayal to violently pull you out of their toxic grip? Stay right here, because the universe used their evil trap to save your entire life. Listen to me closely, chosen one. I need to shift your focus right now. What felt like a brutal rejection was actually divine protection. You thought you were losing everything you loved. You cried when those doors slammed shut in your face. But heaven forced those doors closed to protect your spirit, because the universe saw the hidden knives behind their backs. God let those doors close to upgrade you. Do not scroll past this next revelation. I promise to tell you why your chest felt so incredibly heavy last week. That unexplained exhaustion was not a medical condition. It was the enemy draining your energy, because they knew this massive wealth transfer was coming to change your life. They tried to keep you trapped in a low vibration, but their toxic cord is severed today. You viewed their betrayal as a terrible failure. You blamed yourself for not seeing their true colors sooner, but you must drop that heavy guilt immediately. The universe allowed them to set that vicious trap so they would expose their hidden darkness to you completely. It was a divine rescue mission wrapped in a painful disguise. Heaven could not bless you while you were tied to them. Stay with me, because this truth changes everything. Your wilderness season was never a prison. It was a spiritual cocoon designed to strip away your worldly attachments. Pain is simply preparation for the miraculous power you are about to inherit. You are a powerful spiritual alchemist today. You take the bitter poison they fed you, and you transform it into pure spiritual gold for your future. They thought they were throwing you into the fire to burn, but the fire only burned off the chains holding you back. You were carrying their dead weight for years. You were financing their dreams and fixing their mistakes. Your own soul was slowly starving in the dark. The universe had to cause a massive disruption to get your attention. Your delay was never a denial of your destiny. I need you to stay with me right now. You are standing on the very edge of a massive breakthrough. If heaven had given you the wealth transfer while they were still around, they would have stolen every single drop. God violently removed them from your life to protect your future harvest. They dug a deep and treacherous pit for you, but they fell blindly into their own trap. Let this truth wash over your weary soul today. You survived the hardest part of the battle. The isolation was a protective shield. It kept you hidden from their constant demonic attacks while you healed. Your energy is returning, and your vision is finally clear. You are stepping into a powerful era where you do not need to fight. Your divine magnet is fully active right now. Listen to my voice very carefully, chosen one. Do not feel sorry for them when the consequences hit. They made their toxic choice when they decided to betray a protected child of the light. The universe is about to show you exactly who was pulling their dark strings behind the scenes, because the true enemy is finally being exposed. Listen to me very carefully right now. The people who betrayed you were not acting alone. They were simply weak vessels. The real enemy is the dark matrix that operates in the unseen realm, and it absolutely despises your bright light. This dark force used their jealousy to build a trap specifically designed to crush your rising frequency. Do not look away today. That sudden, heavy feeling in your chest was an orchestrated attack. The darkness sent a demonic assignment to drain your energy. They wanted you so tired that you would surrender your divine calling, but their cruel assignment failed miserably because you are shielded by a power they cannot comprehend. The universe is fighting back right now. I am about to reveal the spiritual identity and source of the force that protected you from their final blow. The spiritual clock is ticking incredibly fast. You can feel the energy shifting in the room. The trap they dug for you was deep and filled with sharp lies. They expected you to fall in and disappear forever. But heaven intervened at the very last second. The wind of divine justice violently changed direction. The karma they triggered is spreading fast into their own lives. Heaven is watching your response. The very lies they told to destroy your name are now exposing their darkest secrets. The people who listened to their toxic gossip are suddenly seeing their true colors. Everything they tried to steal from you is multiplying, and it is quickly returning to your empty hands. They are completely losing control of their own narrative. Think about the ancient spiritual warriors who faced massive armies. They stood still while the universe fought their battles. You are walking in that exact same ancient power today. The Matrix tried to silence you because it knows you are meant to lead thousands out of the dark. But the trap just triggered a massive rebound effect. Their foundation is cracking under the heavy weight of their own evil. You must anchor your spirit to this next revelation. The universe is not just punishing them slowly. A massive spiritual tsunami is crashing down on their reality right now. Within the next 72 hours, you will receive a specific physical sign that proves their power is broken. This sign will show you the exact truth. You must stay here to know exactly what to look for. Take a deep breath and prepare your heart. The energy of the third seal is building up aggressively. This is the divine acceleration code the enemy tried to bury. They knew that if you activated this divine frequency, you would become completely untouchable and your wealth would multiply instantly. Their entire life is falling apart behind closed doors right this very minute. Do not blink. The climax of this spiritual war is happening right in front of your eyes. The ones who mocked your gentle heart will soon be forced to watch your miraculous rise. They thought you were a weak target. They forgot that when a chosen one stays quiet, heaven speaks loudly on their behalf and strikes down every single enemy in their path. The trap has collapsed on them. Listen to me very carefully. I want you to remember the ancient story of Joseph. His own brothers threw him into a dark pit because they were deeply jealous of his prophetic dreams. They wanted to destroy his bright light. They thought the pit was the end of his story, but the universe used that exact betrayal to position him for a royal throne. Your story is exactly the same today. The pit they threw you into was never a grave. It was a divine catapult designed to launch you into your ultimate destiny. You felt the cold dirt. You felt the sharp sting of their absolute betrayal. You cried out for a rescue that seemed incredibly delayed. but heaven was silently working behind the scenes. God was setting up a magnificent table for you right in the presence of your enemies. They thought they were incredibly clever. They plotted in the shadows and whispered your name in dark rooms. They wove a thick web of lies to catch your feet. But there is a universal law that the dark matrix can never escape. He who digs a pit for the righteous will always fall into it himself. The trap they meticulously set for you is snapping shut right now, and you are safely outside of it. Think of the hungry lions that were meant to devour the innocent. The enemy threw you into the den and locked the heavy iron door. They expected to hear your screams of complete defeat. But heaven sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions. You walked through the terrifying fire, and you did not even smell like smoke. Your survival is a terrifying miracle that they simply cannot comprehend. Do not scroll past this next sentence. The spiritual energy is rising rapidly. You are about to witness the absolute reversal of their evil plans. I promised to tell you about the 72-hour sign. Within the next 3 days, you will hear a piece of news about the person who tried to ruin you. You will hear about a sudden and unexplainable loss in their life. This is the universe balancing the scales. You are a protected child of the highest order. You are a spiritual alchemist. They tried to curse your finances, but their dark curse bounced right off your divine armor. Now that toxic energy has nowhere to go but straight back to the sender. The third seal is trembling heavily right now. The divine acceleration code is about to break wide open and flood your life with massive abundance. Stay with me, chosen one. Your absolute vindication is incredibly close. You do not need to lift a single physical finger against them. You do not need to defend your name or fight for your lost reputation. The universe is fighting this brutal battle for you with terrifying precision. The heavy chains are falling off your tired wrists today. Prepare your spirit to receive the ultimate victory. Heaven is clearing the way for a supernatural wealth transfer for you. The ones who laughed at your pain are about to be silenced forever. The system that once controlled your life is already losing its hold. Do not leave right now. The most powerful revelation is coming in the next few seconds. I am going to show you exactly how their entire life was destroyed by their own toxic hands. The third seal is completely broken right now. The divine acceleration code is fully activated in your life. That vicious trap they set for you has officially snapped shut, but you are not the one standing inside it. They are trapped in their own dark creation. The universe just flipped the switch. Their entire life is crumbling to the ground this very second. They thought their secret meetings were completely hidden. They assumed the dark matrix would protect their toxic lies forever. But heaven just ripped off the roof. Their finances are drying up rapidly. The people they manipulated are turning their backs on them. Every single curse they whispered against you has multiplied and crashed down on their own heads. You do not have to lift a finger. You do not have to say a single word. The justice of the Most High is fighting for you right now with terrifying power. They walked out in tears today. They finally realized that touching a chosen one carries a brutal spiritual penalty. The dark entity that fueled their jealousy has completely abandoned them in the wreckage. They are entirely alone. Their false kingdom is in ashes. Take a deep breath and claim your absolute victory. The heavy burden on your shoulders is gone forever. You are a spiritual alchemist from a royal bloodline. The pain they caused you was simply the fuel for your magnificent rise. From this moment forward, you do not need to chase opportunities. You do not need to hustle or exhaust yourself anymore. Your divine magnet is fully turned on today, and massive financial abundance is rushing toward you to repay exactly what was stolen. Opportunities will literally chase you down in the street. The people who once mocked your gentle heart will stare in absolute awe at your supernatural elevation. Heaven is rolling out the red carpet for your massive breakthrough. Do not scroll away right now. The enemy is completely defeated, but you must secure your protective walls. You have to anchor this massive energy so the matrix can never touch your peace again. The spiritual war is won, but your physical vessel needs to align with this new reality. I am going to show you exactly how to seal this divine shield. You must pay attention. Your destiny depends on this very moment. You survived the deepest darkness they could throw at you. You stood tall when they expected you to fall apart. Your pure light blinded their dark intentions. They dug a deep grave for your precious reputation, but they only succeeded in burying their own future permanently. The universe is handing you the golden keys to the kingdom. Your season of waiting is officially dead. Listen to my voice and feel the victory in your chest. The nights of crying are over, and the days of feeling misunderstood and abandoned are completely finished. You are the miracle they were absolutely terrified of. The massive wealth transfer is actively depositing into your spiritual account right now. Do not move. We must seal this powerful frequency immediately. The spiritual war is officially over. The dust is finally settling on the battlefield. I need you to take a slow and deep breath right now. Close your tired eyes for just a moment. Feel the chaotic adrenaline leaving your body. You do not need to stay in survival mode anymore. The universe fought the battle, so you can safely put your heavy sword down today. Your vindication has been fully delivered. But there is one crucial step you must take to unlock the massive wealth transfer. You must completely release the resentment in your heart. I know they hurt you deeply. I know the betrayal left terrible scars on your gentle soul. But holding on to that anger only keeps you tied to their toxic frequency. Forgiveness is not about excusing their evil actions. It is a powerful spiritual tool designed exclusively for your own freedom. When you forgive those who wronged you, you instantly cut the demonic cords, connecting you to their dark matrix. You completely clear the path for your heavenly blessings to arrive. The divine magnet requires a pure and untainted vessel to work. Breathe out the heavy trauma right now. Let those painful memories flow completely out of your physical body. The darkness wanted you to become bitter and cold. They wanted your beautiful heart to turn into hard stone. But your ultimate revenge is simply remaining soft. Your incredible kindness is the exact weapon that destroyed their dark agenda permanently. You are a protected child of the Most High. You were never meant to carry the heavy burden of their karma. Their destruction is their own heavy cross to bear now. You must not look back at the burning ruins of their life. Keep your eyes firmly fixed on the magnificent horizon ahead of you. A beautiful season of absolute peace is rushing into your life. Heaven is surrounding you with profound healing light today. The angels are carefully washing away every trace of anxiety from your tired mind. You survived the absolute worst part of the storm. The terrible isolation is finally lifting. You are stepping into an era where divine favor naturally flows toward you. There will be no exhausting effort or painful struggle. Do not let the enemy trick you into feeling guilty. You might feel a strange sadness seeing them fall so far, but you must trust the perfect justice of the universe. They chose the dark path freely, and you cannot save people who are committed to their own destruction. You must protect your sacred energy and leave them entirely in the hands of the Creator. Prepare your precious soul for the final activation. The massive wealth transfer is waiting right at your front door. It simply needs your permission to enter. By choosing deep peace over bitter revenge, you are giving heaven the exact signal it needs. The universe sees your beautiful transformation, and it is ready to reward your incredible faithfulness. We are about to completely seal this new reality. You must not leave before the final decree is spoken over your life. The enemy wants you to walk away unsealed and unprotected, but you are going to claim your massive portion today. Take one last deep breath and let the total healing wash over your weary spirit. Listen to me closely, chosen one. We are about to permanently seal your divine destiny right now. You have walked through the darkest valley and survived their vicious trap. And now it is time to lock the spiritual doors so the matrix can never touch your peace again. Your absolute victory must be secured in the physical realm today. I decree and declare that every demonic assignment against your life is permanently cancelled. The dark cords connecting you to their toxic energy are completely severed. The massive wealth transfer assigned to your bloodline is officially released. And heaven is placing a heavy shield of divine protection around your home because your soul has suffered enough. From this exact moment forward, you are walking in the powerful frequency of the divine magnet. Opportunities will chase you down because your light is incredibly bright. You will no longer hustle or exhaust your physical body trying to survive, because the universe is fighting for you. The heavy burden is entirely lifted off your tired shoulders, but you must take a physical step of faith to fully activate this powerful decree. Tap the like button now. This is not for an earthly system. Pressing that button turns on a massive faucet in heaven. It starts an endless flow of divine favor over your life. You cannot simply walk away from this crucial spiritual alignment. Subscribe to this sacred space right now. Tether your soul to the prophetic timing of the universe. The darkness desperately wants you to walk away. They fear the power rising in you. Subscribing builds a lasting wall of protection around your rising frequency. Stay in the light. Heaven fully expects your obedience today. You cannot hoard this blessing while others suffer in the dark. Share this message with 3 people who need a breakthrough. By sending this healing light, you become a messenger of hope for others, and the universe will multiply your reward. Now I need you to officially sign your heavenly contract in the physical realm. Type the exact phrase "I receive my massive breakthrough" now in the comments below. Let the universe hear your voice. Do not hesitate for a second. Writing those powerful words pulls the spiritual wealth directly into your earthly hands. This action proves your absolute faith. Your painful season of waiting is completely dead. The evil trap they meticulously set for you has utterly destroyed their own lives. You are standing totally victorious on the ashes of their dark plans. Go forward with absolute confidence and let your brilliant light blind the matrix, because you are a cycle breaker. Heaven is walking beside you today.